Welcome back to Shadowgate. So I've got an idea I want to try. We have our cloak here from the Shadow Wraith. What happens if we douse the cloak in water? Yes! This has to be it, right? The wet cloak clings to your body in a most uncomfortable way. So yes, I think this is going to work for the fiery room. Actually, do we still have a water elemental with us? Yeah, I think this water elemental is important for that fiery room as well. That's from my memory. Does we have a different description now that we have a cloak? Wet cloak. No, it's the same description. Okay. So I think we put the power skull back, the first skull back, so we have to fix that. I also want to mention something, okay, just in case it comes up later, that I said last time that I was going to travel to all the rooms off screen and generate a list of ideas. Stupid George. I didn't actually do that yet. I got this idea for the cloak in the first room, so I just want to run with it. And does it matter if we take both skulls? Let's just take them. You play around with the skull. After a moment you stop, having grown more. Okay. Use the dirk. Yes, I didn't create a list of ideas yet. So that means if this cloak idea doesn't pan out, then I actually will have to stop and take out my magnifying glass and hard cut the video. Let's take the gear with us as well, as long as we're here. I don't think we need to mess with any of the water levels. Let's just get all our stuff together. Alright, looks good. Back to the Hall of Mirrors. Nice quiet music again. You know, we doused the cloak in sewer water. That's gotta be smelly. We probably should have gone to the placid lake. Sorry about that one, Jair. Okay. Is our cloak still wet? I'm wondering if this might be... Yes, I wonder if it's gonna like dry out over time. Or it's probably just gonna dry out right now. Let's go! Wave of heat washes over you. Intense heat. We're knocking a little text that we're fine. So I remember needing to use an elemental. I imagine the water one here. Massive flame pit. Okay. Can we open the door? Whoa! As you head for the far door, a bright point of white light materializes above the bridge, pulling a cauldron of heat behind it. A swirl of fire. The singularity explodes and fashions itself into a creature out of your worst nightmares. I don't think that's my worst nightmare. Hisses at you. Cloak is not... Uh-oh. What? Fine. Alright, we'll use the clean water this time, I guess. Yeah, so I think we need to use the elemental for that. I don't know what that was, a dragon? I'll take a good look at it. So I remembered needing to use the elemental, but not this cloak. I'm actually not sure if this cloak is a step you need to do on Master. My last companion used to knock me upside the head. What about this companion? You didn't appreciate my Venture like you do. Oh, I kid. Yeah. We did... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so when I was using the elemental on the door and everything, that was like my memory telling me that the elemental was important for this room. What type of creature are you? The fire drake. The nether regions of hell. Made nothing more than fire and molten rock. So it's a fire golem, a rock golem. Interesting design here. Okay, let's get rid of you. I imagine you don't like water, do you? Where's my... Use the water elemental. The intense fire from the drake overpowers the lesser magic of the elemental. The spirit disappears with a whimper. Uh-oh. Do you think the ice elemental would be better? Or maybe we can put out the fire, decreasing his like power maybe. Actually, give me 1 second here. Okay, let's go get our water elemental, and we should refresh our cloak as long as we're at it. So I don't, sort of saying, don't know which puzzles, if any, have been changed yet for Master. The cloak might just be something like a small detail I forgot. However, that sewer room, my memory is that in Journeyman, where's my number 5? Okay, in Journeyman the sewer, I think just connected to the Hall of Mirrors without anything blocking it. Maybe not, but I seem to remember that. Along those same lines, I don't remember having to remove the skulls, the power skulls, to remove the force field. Because if I recall correctly, I thought about that, but I was like waiting for it to happen and never did. So where's dripping wet? Is it dripping wet with clean water now? Just uncomfortable. Okay. We definitely haven't seen any new rooms, just different puzzles at most. When we do encounter new rooms, I will, like, I'm positive I would notice that. So. Let's take care of you. So you're not gonna, so he's like spawned, he's not gonna like go back into the fire or something, so. I imagine that wouldn't make a difference. Alright, so let's try dousing the flame, that's what I'm gonna do. Once released from the silver orb, yes, the water elemental immediately extinguishes the flames. The effect on the fire drake is disastrous. Nice. Unable to feed upon the magical flames, the dragon's power ebbs, and the thing vanishes in a cloud of acrid smoke and feeble sparks. What about this tar here? The bubbling tar still fuels some low fires. What did this door say again? Charred and twisted. So let's I want to see what happens when we go to the tar. Or can we eat the tar? Can we take the fire pit? Let's just go in the fire pit. You plug your nose and make a running leap into the bubbling tar below. You are simultaneously scalded and sucked onto the sticky surface. Ouch. Hot tar fills your mouth. That was fun. That'll clean up that sewer water nice and quick.
'Tis a sad thing that your adventures.
I'm not sad at all. What are you talking about? I imagine this door is not like warped shut or anything. Yeah, okay. We do have this key. This is the rot key, right? Yes, that's the one we haven't used yet. Okay. Echoing cry. Another banshee, is it? Ah. Veins of light-colored rock are pressed into the darker granite of the cave walls. Ah, the gears. Yes, this is where we need to use the gears. Nice gate here. Looks like something's punched through it. From the other side, it looks like they punched from the far side into this side. Rests securely within the stone frame. Doesn't seem like this thing is like barely holding together. Oh, we got another bar here, maybe? I'll take that. Now, what's the difference between... Huh. Did I have 2 bars in the Journeyman playthrough? I don't remember that. Maybe I did. Well, now we have 2 trusty levers, I guess. What's clickable here? This guy's down here. He looks like grabbing this. You can't look at the guy? Okay, so I think we just have to put the gear in. Does this say anything special? No, okay. Sigh of relief. How do we operate it? Use? Probably use the item we just found, right? So let's use this on this thing. No, I want to like wind it up or something. Can I use it on the bars? Hope we use the bar as a lever. You jam it into the base and push. Doesn't bite. I like how the music is building up to something here. So maybe this is the room, like we have chains here. Wait, can you pull the chains? Can I, what would that be? Take? Whoa, startled me. You grab hold, hanging on the chains with your full weight. After swinging back and forth a few times, you cease your efforts. Did we have fun though? Without warning, you are racked by a coughing fit, and the iron taste of blood filling your mouth. You really have to do this right now? I'm lying on the floor here. I long to see the inner castle once again. Can you hurry up, boy? Okay. The description change? Where's by the second? Dead weight to the iron shield. We're very contemplative about our shield in these situations. So I think these chains... we can't yank this one, can we? No. I think this is a clue that we need to use that combination. Yeah. That we haven't found a use for. So wait a minute. We need the gear here. And we have this force field if we... Because those levers don't work without the... without the skulls. So maybe we put the second skull in, and maybe you don't need the gear for the second combination. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Let's grab an elemental as long as we're... I think the fiery room is just like solved now. Cloak's no longer wet. Is the cloak frozen? Let's use the... Yeah, so we'll do second skull, second combination. Yeah, the fiery room I think is just like solved. It's not gonna come back and bother us. Now, this we better be careful with these skulls. I don't want to write down the symbols or anything. I guess we don't have to be careful, but it's convenient to keep them in chronological order in our inventory. Oh, nice, quiet music. What instrument do you think that is in the background? Not the flute, the other notes. Or not the violin. Wait, there's no power here. Okay, so let's put the skull in for just a hot second. Let's try that. I guess, did we ever figure out what the second skull was for? Oh, the mirrors, right. And we don't need the mirrors for this part. Maybe we should keep the second skull there then. Because those mirrors connect to the second half of the game. Could be useful later. And we're guessing we need to keep the gear there. This is kind of getting complicated, isn't it? Okay, second combination is 0, 2, 1. Rats. Can we pry any of these? We didn't try prying them out. Did we? I don't know. Let's quickly try prying all these out. Maybe we get 2 gears. That's fine. Is there anywhere else that had gears? Nah, it's not out yet. Oh, it's a little bit left. Okay, now it's... I don't think I've pushed it farther than this point yet, so it's not... So maybe you don't need the gear in that other thing? Does that make sense? I guess. Where else could we find gears? I think there were multiple gears in the... Is there gears around here, maybe? I don't think so. Is this statue, like, connected to the floor? I think there were multiple gears in the Journeyman playthrough, but I don't remember where they were. I think there was some, like, gear shuffling in the Journeyman playthrough. Like, I don't remember as much skull shuffling, but there was certainly some gear shuffling. The chains have to be the clue, right? So let's just... can we just take it? Use the lever. Can we take these gears? How about use the bar? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's use the spell. So what's... So this... So we have one... Yeah, so let's put this in. And what was that spell again? Let's just refresh our memory real quick. As the way seems to open in front of you, metallic screech. I bet you this is it. What should I do on the grate, maybe? Yes. Gather your will and enchant the spell. Debris falling from the rocks above as the iron grate responds. Lifting with a shudder and a squeal. Nice. Oh, this poor fellow. Reaching upward, the ancient skeleton looks like it might have once been one of the inhabitants. Not... Okay. Is there anything good for us? Just one scroll. Some rune of water. Nothing else we can do with these things, right? Yeah. I've noticed! You unroll the scroll. Careful not to damage the parchment. Well, this other one was nonchalantly open. What was that? Is that like a crummy scroll? Read the elegant writing of the scroll. Ooh. Brother Delden, please see to it that the circle chamber is prepared for the ritual. The circle dais was in need of some repair the last time we poured the initiate spell on it. We have a young candidate ready for initiation. Once the rite is performed on the platform, please bestow on him all authority and privilege. Commensurate with an acolyte of the order. Signed with an archaic letter L. Lakmir. So Lakmir has, was it elegant handwriting? Elegant writing. This is another Circle of 12 member. This time it's pretty explicit that he's a Circle of 12, right? I wonder if they're talking about is it Talamar? Like this is when he was initiated, maybe? Some mischievous brat they accidentally initiated. Okay, so onward and upward. Let's take our bar. Or take our gear. Anything else here? Let's go. initiation circle. This vast chamber is dominated by an intricately carved circle, wreathed by 12 stone thrones. Power pulsates from the mystical symbols. What symbols? This one? Or like these things, I guess. Oh, scroll. This papyrus material is extremely brittle. We'll be careful with it. I think you actually save turns by opening the scrolls on the ground, because if it turns out to be a magic scroll, then you don't need to pick it up at all. You unroll the scroll, careful not to damage it. While much of the scroll is faded, one part still stands out. And in the end, the evil shall be thrice defeated and thrice returned. The first shall raise a warder to bar the gates from the opening. The second shall raise one of the carefree to travel the path of luck. This sounds like a puzzle. The last shall raise a raven to remake what was undone. The letter is signed Gabriel. Includes a glyph that shows 4 vertical lines of varying height. We don't have a picture of those lines, do we? So some of these, if you look carefully, like the one with the spire, you can see a little bit of a picture. An extra hint there. Thrice defeated, thrice returned. The first shall raise a warder. Second to travel path of luck. Make what was undone. To bar the gates from opening. Like the gates we just came through? The second shall raise one of the carefree to travel the path of luck. The last shall travel... Like, is that referring to us? We're sort of a carefree, sort of a third party here. Raise a raven. This sounds more like 3 steps we have to do somewhere. Gabriel doesn't have a signature, apparently. Or his signature is just some lines. Maybe he's a Japanese script there. Okay. Ooh, got a obelisk. Maybe Lacunar has some news to tell us. Many symbols are in avian design. Partially destroyed. Sense of power. Was that Talamar's throne? So the avian... Was it the Weathermaster Unthlum? Maybe? Stone through undercurrent power. Mesmerized. Maybe that was maybe this one's probably Lacumar's, right? Stands out from the rest, yes. Carvings within. Are these interactable? No, probably not. Okay. Hey Lacmere, what's up? How's it hanging? Your eyes roll back into your head. Ooh. Careful now, Jair. The image of Lacmere materializes. Oh, shutting up due to cutscene.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers and sisters. Now only I remain, he who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's horde back to the depths that spawned them. And though my power is beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit.
So this has been going on for some time.
But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can. I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle.
Take note of this scenery here.
This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard. Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier, and forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
Are we a member now? The image of Lakme materializes from within the obelisk. I think there is some sort of puzzle with the initiation. Yeah, so a couple details I noticed there. He talks about he's been fighting Talamar's forces. I think in the earlier cutscenes he mentioned something like 40 years ago. So this has been going on for 40... Like Talamar has been sending his demons or something for 40 years. And Lakme again, once again, confirms he's alive. He's not just a ghost. Where is the initiation thing? Maybe we need like a spell and initiate ourselves, I guess. This is not for initiation, right? Bridge a Great Void. Yeah, that's not it. Okay. Lakme didn't give us an item, though. No. Okay, let's go on. There's a door here. Golden doors, not unlike other ancient objects. Get rid of the ancient ruins. Whoa. Did you have to do this right now? Door opens with an eerie squeal. Another fit of coughing. This really can't be good. Getting worse and worse. How do we look now? Well, this is the same few minutes ago. It's fine. Can I have my vision back, please? Not unlike the image in your dreams, the entrance to the inner keep of Shadowgate stands before you, set within a wooden drawbridge. Far in the distance, a signal fire burns in the mountains. Yes, that's where the lonely keep is. That's kind of neat. Thunderstorm. So this is actually the main castle. The part we were in was just some sort of outer keep or something, outer wall that we have here. So I'm betting this is the chain for, gears, yeah. So this is definitely the second second combination we need to use. Pinch your nose in disgust. Stench of decay wrecking in its own stone wall is nauseating. This is bad as a sewer. Rope hangs from the wooden crossbar. So let's actually continue onward in the next episode. This seems like a good point in the LP to say something I might regret. Well, not regret, but like I want to make a prediction out loud, and then possibly might backfire on me. It's kind of fun to do that. So I'm predicting that in this part of the game, in the castle, I'm gonna be better at, like, more shrewd and get stuck less often. My first time through on Journeyman, I got stuck for days, at least 2 days, on at least 2 separate occasions inside the castle. So I think that means my memory is going to be pretty good, because I spent so much time there. We'll see. Okay, so that'll be it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.